How you doing, guys? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to another Hydroneer 2.0 video, and today is a bit more of a different sort of more fun video, I suppose. I'm not going to teach you anything, I'm just going to show you what I've been up to. Well, in all honesty, it's just one of the very few things I've been up to. Basically, I decided that I want to revisit something I haven't done for a while. I haven't done this since 1.2, which was to create a massive gold pit. Now, with the joys of mods, I'm able to blast out floors and so on and so forth. That was a good thing. But being able to basically teleport all my gold and ore and all the other stuff to the top of the map is a really, really handy thing. It means I don't have to worry about conveyor belts, don't have to worry about anything else. And all of this is the driving force behind my gold obsession. So, where is all this gold going? Well, I haven't built it yet, but I've built the hole that's going to fill it up. Hopefully this will work and it won't lag so much, but chances are the game will lag and I'll have to do some messing around, but we'll get there. So the idea is to move this conveyor belt basically right over the center of this hole and then just let it free flow gold until it lags out and dies, and then stop it again and then lag it out and die and then stop it. You get the gist. And then basically, I'm not sure what I'm going to do from there. I might just keep it as a massive gold pit and just be like, I am the ruler, I'm Scrooge McDuck. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. I might put a conveyor belt system in the bottom to jiggle it around a bit later. We'll have to go from there, but that's the plan. Now to do it. Alright, I think the first thing I need to do is conveyor belt the floor, and then build a tank around it, and then make sure that the stuff can come out so we can actually smelt it. I think it would be fun. Alright, let's do this. Right, okay, so a little bit further on into the development of how to build a golden square, or tank, or whatever I'm going to call this. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with it, but we'll see how things go. So what I did was, let me just jump up here, I extended the conveyor belt out and over the pit of death. And then basically from here, the conveyor belts to the bottom, they've got their own water supply. And what they're going to do is, whenever I want to jump in and empty it, I don't know how long that's going to be until the game starts freezing up. I will basically turn on the belts, use a magnet, and just run around like a headless chicken, hoping the game doesn't die on me like it did in a previous video. The idea is to fill it up as much as I can, see what happens. I don't really want to run at 1 frame per second, but yeah, it's all bad. So there's a panel down here that I made out of the flooring. The reason why I've done this is because I don't want to take out the whole wall just to move things around. So what I can do is I can literally just take out one panel and have a moving conveyor belt that's actually going to work into a smelter. Right, it's not going to be a big build, but the smelter's literally just going to be here. That's just going to chuck all the gold out, and then from there we'll be all good. So that's the plan. What I will do is I will make the smelter now, which, it's just going to be a pipe that's going to come up here. I will connect it to here as well. So I'll probably T-pipe off here, T into here, put a vertical in here, and then straight into a smelter, so we just get one big bar of gold at the end of it and see how much it's all worth. Cool. A little bit of quick construction. We should be alright. So my main sort of cut-off valve is up here. This is to shut off all the water supply and be done and happy. The cut-off switch for the actual drills is all the way down here on that valve there. So that will always keep the conveyor belts running, and that's all good. It just means when it gets to a point of being full, I literally have to run all the way down here just to turn off this valve to shut the drills off whilst the conveyor belts clear up and it's all right. So that's okay. The downside is if something happens here, like if I need to turn it on, I need to go downstairs, turn the drills off, and then keep everything running up here as well. But I need to put a valve in here. And the reason why I need to put a valve in here is because this one's going to be off until the box is full. Hopefully. And we'll go from there. But yeah, I think we're all set up and ready to go. Now all I need to do is just turn it on. And this is the bit I'm going to fear, is the amount of lag that should be, well, that will come off of this. It's going to be eventful, let's put it that way. Okay, so the gold is still rolling and we are still producing. So this basically just means it's still going, and I'm starting to feel a little bit of the lag, but actually it's not horrible. I say that with like that funny question marky thing at the end. Basically, I need to take out the floor off the belts. And the reason why I need to do this is because the gold has created itself like a little like stick layer now. And now I need to remove the floor, so when I go to like magnetize it all, I can pull it all off basically. Well, here we are, back again. Now, finally, yeah, I'm going to need my magnet. So the reason why this happens is obviously when you start piling up like anything, it's just going to cause a pile, right? And I'd like it all to be spread out a bit, so I need to just move things around and just move things around and just get it all into the corners so we can get a bit of room because trying to move everything into a corner is really difficult. Rightio. So the big test that was mainly the reason why I was doing this was to check it. Let's say somebody basically had a massive problem with their, and all of a sudden, well, let's just say the poo-poo hit the fan, shall we? And the idea would be to see how long it would take to simulate a massive overflow. Now, yes, a giant pit of gold is pretty cool. The difference between this pit of gold and before I did this on 1.2 was the fact that with 1.2 the nuggets were the size of my head and not just tiny. So it took a little bit of time to sort of get an idea of behind the impact behind like someone messing up and having problems and so on and so forth. Now I know, and I get it, not a lot of people have massively powerful computers. Mine is an average computer. I run a 2060 Super with a Ryzen 7 3700X, and I run 32 gig of RAM because I was lucky enough to win a competition. And that is literally my computer. But I can understand where people have issues. And when it comes down to a belt issue, the best ways to stop this ever happening, really, even in 2.0.6, is to just make sure your machines are turned off, because if not, you could be facing a massive pile of problems, and this will back up your system. Then you have to push escape, then you have to delete everything, and then you've just lost all your money. And that's if you care enough about money in this game, because obviously it's an abundance. My next point is I've got to put windows all over the top because I don't want this to all explode. Now, as you can tell with the lag, even on my computer, it's still having problems, and I'm trying to reduce those problems. But this is the reason why a lot of people have issues with this game when it comes to like an overflow problem or things are going to go wrong. You need to be able to like fix it. The problem with fixing it is it's a very, very time consuming fix. It's literally trying to empty the machine without having to destroy. I know, I know this is a computer game, and I get it, right? But I know people like enjoy making money in this game as well. It's like it's an actual thing. It's really fun. You know, make money. It's all good. Look at my stack, man. It's so big. You know, you want a giant gold bar. You want that flex, even if it's just a game. So you don't really want to disappear all this, do you? You don't really want to sit there and just go, oh guys, don't worry, I'll just like get rid of like 4 or 5 hours worth of my gaming time, which, you know, I spent all that time doing. You don't want to do that, so don't. A lot of gold. So this is the main problem that you'll have with like lots and lots of bits of ore. You're going to have a lot of lag, even when trying to do something like this just for a bit of fun. You know, oh, I'm going to stack up lots of gold in a hole. It will cause a massive amount of frame problems, massive amounts. And the reason why is because, well, in all fairness, and I've said it a couple of times, Hydroneer is not the perfect game in the world. It'll always have little issues here and there in trying to figure out the problems. And people like myself, we can only do so much to try and help you before you make a mistake. The reason why I wanted to do this, in all fairness, I wanted to see how much a giant square of gold actually sort of came up with. But I also wanted to show you the dangers of overloading belts, like making, giving yourself issues, because this is an issue. If you ever have this problem where you've got too much stuff, you're either going to lose I know, right? It's a computer game, and you're going to lose like X amount of money, and it's easy to get back. It really is. It's not even that difficult. But you got to think, like, for all those hours and hours you'll play this game, And all that time that you want to sit there and play this and sort of like get it all going, and you want to be proud of your machine. You want to sit there and create like the best machine possible that you can think of, or how it's going to earn, that sort of thing. You want that. But you don't really want to mess up your chances by doing something stupid like this. You don't want to mess up your build by giving yourself unnecessary lag. You don't really want to create a problem, and that would be the big problem. Creating problems in this game is pretty simple. Creating fixes is never simple, and it's always been a problem. Like, it's just the joys of Hydroneer, I think. So the reason why it's just about lag out is because I just pulled half a wall out. And as you can see, with massive amounts of gold, not even just trying to get up a conveyor belt causes a problem. So you have to weigh all this up as well. This is all. The thing is, these are all things that I have sort of like tried to help people with in the past. I think the best way I can get this through is like occasionally, it's sometimes best to play a bit safe. You know, you don't want to overload your systems too much. You don't want to overload too much into it. You don't want to basically sit here for hours and hours and hours, you know, messing around with it and going, hey, this is all good. You want like simplicity. Right, I have finished. It was not fun, let's put it that way, right? I thought it wasn't going to take me that long. Turns out it took around near 2 hours to clear out this entire bloody room. I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't. If you're going to hoard gold, just hoard gold into a smelter. Don't build a room and fill it up with gold. It's stupid. Now, this is how much there was. Okay, so I got myself my bottle of gold. This is how much gold there was in that room. This is just a large example of, let's say you left your like belts running and then you walked off somewhere, you come back and all of a sudden you've got a shed ton all over the place, and your only option is to click this button that says clear all resources so you can get rid of stuff. This would be like a really good example of how much money you've just lost. That is a lot of money. Really is. That's 4.8 million coin that you could have just disappeared. You know, I mean, okay, a lot of people don't really have the luxury of having a massive build or being able to run that much, but that's like, this was like an extreme example. Yes, there was $4.8 million like Hydra coins worth of gold in here, but could you imagine if you came back to your build and there was this mountain of gold, and the only way you can get rid of it all is to literally push that one button? Or you can't even see the button, it's under me. Could you, like this button here, it says clear all resources. That is a button that would just genuinely like destroy your soul if you were really looking for how much money you're going to earn. My advice to everybody, and even if you're playing on later versions of this game and you've only just found this video and it's a year later, my advice is still, don't leave your machines running unless it is a perfect setup and nothing can ever go wrong. And updates have come into this game that stop this sort of thing from happening. Even now, at 2.0.6, I'm still turning my machine off because I don't trust the game. I've been playing this game for far too long to basically go, oh, that's okay, my paranoia is cured, I won't have to worry. Every time I leave my plot of land, I make sure my build is off and everything has stopped working, because I am still paranoid to this day that something is going to break. Well, that's just me. You can take that however you like. But $4.8 million worth of gold, or 4.8 million Hydra coins worth of gold, yeah, I wouldn't want to take that risk. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It was a proper struggle getting it all out of there, and I had to redo this a couple of times, so it's been fun. So thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. And I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. Until then, thank you very much for kicking by. I want to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. A boom, fist bump to you.